Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be, I think, a pretty easy repair. Probably take 20 minutes, give or take, to do it. We're going to go through this old unit and get it going. So our information right there, fencerfixer.com, our address, and what we do. This has come from a local guy that didn't live too far away, but he's going to come by here next week and pick it up, so I want to get it going. It belongs to him, but he got it. It was on the farm. I believe, the story is he bought a farm, and it was there at the farm he bought. So it belonged to somebody that knew what they were buying. This is an old school Gallagher unit. It's called a Gallagher BEV3 Snell, which was a distributor back in the 80s, 70s and 80s for Gallagher. Till Gallagher took a hold of it themselves and got rid of the Snell name and just kept the Gallagher, Snell wasn't like the manufacturer. They were just the United States distributor for the Gallagher brand. And then they were having some trouble with the Snell people, I guess, and then decided, you guys aren't doing a very good job. Let's take it over and get rid of you guys and let us keep doing it. Well, the one thing he wants done is, I can see part of the problem right there. That tab's all burnt up. This might take a little longer than I thought. He wants a new cord put on it. So we'll do that because the cord's all boogered up and everything. So we need to put a new cord on there. So I have to figure out how to get that cord out. It does need a new capacitor because I plug it in. It clicks a little fast. Oh, hold on. It does come on and click, so that's half the battle. So we'll plug it in here real quick, show you that it's flashing or clicking. Clicking fast, that's not good. That means the capacitor, either these are weak or that's weak or both. Come on. Ugh. We'll check this capacitor real quick. It is a 30. This is probably the original capacitor to it, or possibly been replaced at one time before. But it's supposed to read 30. And it reads 5. So that's definitely bad. Replace this capacitor. That's in the trash because it says can't do nothing with it, being that small, that low. So I put another capacitor in there, a strap for it, and a piece of double-sided foam tape. So we're going to put that right there. Peel that off, put that right there, take this strap, run it through like that. And then we'll put the wires back onto the capacitor. We'll go ahead and we'll plug this back on to see if it slows it down, which it's going to slow the pulse down, which is a good sign, because a good thing, because you want to be able to build that charge up to a higher level across the capacitor, so when it discharges, it gets as much energy into the transformer as you can, so you have the biggest output that you can get. So plug it in again. This cord pretty janky. You need to definitely replace it. Okay, hold on. Got some sizzling going on. That wire right down there sparking a little bit, but you can see it's a little slower. That's what you want. You don't want it to pulse too quick. discharge this capacitor real fast. Shit. That's no good. Alright, this wire here was arcing right where the wire goes into the little connector, so we'll cut that off and put another one on. This is probably going to take a little bit longer than 20 minutes just because of that right there. So we'll just have to fix that up because it's saying it was, oh, it's clicking but no output. Well, it's clicking fast, which is not a good thing, and that's the reason why I had no output. And he said the lights aren't flashing either. Well, light bulbs are burned out. That's part of the problem. So we'll cosmetic, but we'll change those bulbs out. Change these bulbs out too. They're a little bit clouded over. It's got the bigger diodes that they used to use back in the day, so those are fine. Resistors, probably everything else is good. Let's do something with this cord. I don't know if I can get that cord out. That's a weird strain relief. I don't know if I can get that out of there or not. Just be able to squeeze a certain area. Come on. Oh, man. Do you push it instead? It's gotta. Well, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. We're going to cut it right here. And I'll cut it back here. And we're just going to make a pigtail cord, and we're going to just splice into this one. Because I just can't figure out how to get that cord out of there without breaking something. So I don't want to break anything. It doesn't need to be broken. Plus, it's just the outer shielding that's all wore out. The AC plug was all boogered up. All right, let me go find another cord here. There's another cord. It's a 2-prong. It's the same. So we'll snip that back. Strip this back. Alright, and then we'll get the crimp sleeves with the heat that has the heat shrink built into it. Plug the how do you call this thing? Heat gun. Let it warm up. That old style one, it takes a little while for the thing to heat up. Now we'll heat shrink this. Got that crimped and heat shrink. God damn, it's hot. All right, let's get these. Let's get this board out. This clamp needs to be changed. It's pretty brittle feeling. So we'll go put a new clamp on there. There's the clamp, and then we'll need piece of foam, because these are a little bit, newer ones are a little bit wider than the old ones were, so they recommend to put a piece of foam in there to kind of take up the slack. I did want to take that off there. Let's leave this on so it doesn't stick to stuff it doesn't need to stick to. I'm gonna do something different about that. I'm going to get a new output board too. I don't quite like that one. That. I need another one of those, or do something different to keep it on there. So let's take this knob off there, and then we'll take take this nut off right here. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to do right here. Alright, what I want to do is set this in like this temporarily. That's the I'll run on their diodes, but let's this board's no good. I'll just grab a new board instead of dicking around with a rebuilt one. We'll just grab a new board and put it in there. Okay, so this board's gonna sit down like this. First, you gotta widen up the gap a little bit. From the factory, they're a little tight, so you gotta widen it up just a smidge. try to do is this has to go back through there for sure. It's going to go back through like this. See, we'll cut this off. Cut off the other, all the burnt stuff that was on the old one. Oh, where's my little Dremel tool? Alright, we need to pull this board back out. Just want to kind of see what we're working with. Go ahead and put this back on. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bend this out just a little bit like that. And I'm going to take a piece of wire. Crimp on a female spade connector, standard 1/4 inch size. That's going to plug in right there. Cut that kind of long. And then what I'll do is I'll put a male spade on the end of this wire, run it around, and plug it in right there. So electrically it's the same thing. Take that, crimp that on right there. Oh, come on. I might have crimped it too tight. Come on, get on there. Oh, get on there. Come on, you stupid thing. Oh, man. It's a little too snug. Alright, I'll take this and run it up right up inside there. And then we'll take this, squeeze it down. Now, take this. Only thing I may still have to do is I may have to reverse those wires down there. I need to change out these bulbs still, I think. But I may have to change those wires down here at the bottom of the transformer. some reason certain versions of the output board is like a polarity to them or something. Sometimes it either won't put out right, or the polarity needs to be reversed. Don't ask me why, but that's how it is. Alright, see a wire arcing every once in a while down inside there. Right there. So I need to change that. Probably ought to change all the connections in all of it. But just for the heck of it, let's test the output. Make sure it's reading like it's supposed to. Then the rest of it I can do on my own. You know, hang around and watch me do it. It's hot around. Probably 6.5 kV, right where it's supposed to be. Let's put a wire across and see what kind of spark we get out of it. Nice hot shock still. So this one's electrically done. I got to go through. I'm going to replace all the connections and all that stuff, all the wires. That's tedious work, but it's basically done. But the wiring, you know, the cord's done. New capacitor, new output board, and then we got to do some work to the wiring. And other than that, we're finished with it. I got to replace those bulbs on there. The bulbs are burned out. Alright, well, I'm going to do that on my own time. So, hopefully you like this kind of stuff. If something comes up, give me a holler. Be happy to help you out. Or send something to us. Welcome to send us a repair or a unit to be repaired. You want to call and get our opinion of what's good or bad about a particular brand of model and what would I buy, that sort of thing. Give me a holler. Happy to help you out there as well. This board I'm just going to trash because it's all boogered up there. The connector's gone. It's supposed to be one of these. Right there, this trash thing. It's 35, 40 years old. Time to put it out to pasture, and they can put a new board in there and call it done. All right, we'll see you later.